I'll wait for y'all to get back in. Yeah, we back. We back. We back. So listen, I seen a couple of the comments before I did. Go ahead and take it down. Listen, it's not a copyright strike. What they do is they'll take the video down. It's not a strike. They'll take it down. So they just took the live stream down only because of, we were showing the clips or whatever. But I mean, it is what it is. And this is why I said I'd rather go the Patreon route and just do it in a private setting, because that's YouTube for you. I see people react all the time. I watch reactors all the time. Do you see their videos get hit with anything? Nah. So, like I said, it's it's iffy with YouTube. My other video is still up. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason that's not a copyright strike because I'm not monetizing that. So, yeah, but the NFL, man, that's just how they are. I can't even blame YouTube. It's the NFL, bro. It's the NFL. And we literally was sitting there just watching some highlights and talking. And usually when you give the commentary over it, they don't bother you. As long as you're on the screen giving commentary, they don't bother you because it's considered a reaction video. But I don't know, man. Somebody just hate. That's what it is. So, but anyway, like I said, we looked through enough of the clips. We looked through enough of the clips. The offensive line was absolutely monstrous yesterday. The defensive line was just doing what they needed to. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday, I said that second half they just went crazy. They went crazy in that second half. It took them a little time to get going in the first, and then, like I said, we start seeing guys get back there, create some problems for Lamar. Lamar in his press conference after the game, said what he said, but like I said, hey, we did what we needed to do. So anytime that you can make this happen,
he's pursuing the football and then he's able to punch it out.
Anytime you can make Derrick Henry cry on the sideline, bro, and throw a temper tantrum like a fucking 1-year-old, it's a great day. It's a great day. It's a great day, bro. That wasn't even no crash out. That was a temper tantrum, bro. He was falling out. Like you would say a little kid, like, stop falling out. That's what he was doing. He was falling out, bro. When you throw your body back like that, like my 4-month-old in there does all the time, you're falling out. That's not crashing. Somebody should have grabbed his hand and popped him and made him sit down on that bed. But yeah, anytime you can do that to Derrick Henry is a good thing, man. I just got to play the clip one more time. This is not Derrick Henry, but this one is in my face. I just love that clip. I don't understand my infatuation with it, but whatever. No, but on a serious note, the Browns gonna be a task, man. I don't want to go too deep into it because I want to save some of that for me and Dion for Thursday. But yeah, the Browns are going to be a task for our offense to deal with, unless we just come out there and hornswoggle them too. I wouldn't even be surprised at this point, to be honest. Appreciate the super chat, Dominique, as always, man. Here had me in tears. Gotta get shows. It's JMO too. Yeah, man. Bro, listen, man. Like I said, I enjoy every single moment, man. JMO, on the other hand, man, like I said, is one of those people that just don't get enough credit for how he blocks, bro. JMO is a little dude, you know what I'm saying? But he's wiry strong. He's that Kevin Durant type of strong, wiry strong. But JMO be out there blocking. Like, not just a quick couple of hands. No, JMO be out there blocking, bro. A lot of the reason why the Detroit Lions have so much success on the offensive, side of the ball, period, is because those guys go out there and they block. Everybody blocks for each other out there. So from running back to receiver to whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Everybody blocks out there. Hell, I even remember a game last season where they ran a trick play and Jared Goff got out there and tried to block somebody. It ain't go well, but it's the fact that he tried to. So I definitely agree with that, man. J-Mo is just, got to show J-Mo love too. Didn't get a single target after the first possession. Um, and that's what I was talking about earlier, Dominique. I don't know if you was in here or not, but I just wanted to see more out of J-Mo. Um, but yeah, you just bringing him up just made me thinking about how he's a excellent blocker, man. Excellent blocker. And I see that they got Tesla in the fold too, man. So when he does get out there on the field, he's out there trying to do what he can too. So that makes you so consistent and so successful as an offense when you can get out there and block like that from every guy out there, all 10 of them. I say 10 because Jared Goff is usually not one of those guys, but for all 10 of them out there on the field on the offensive side of the ball, well, let's make it 9 because the guy that's running the ball, whatever. You do the math, but yeah, same thing. So let's talk about this, man, because the media is very, very strategic when it comes to the Detroit Lions. A lot of them tried to act like they was on the Lions side. Well, I picked the Ravens, but I believe in the Lions. Like, nah, bro. Like, you stay on that side, man. Keep it what it is. We got guys like Hester out here that was picking the Bears to win the division. Like, just because you played the game don't mean you know the game. You know what I'm saying? That's where that's the argument that you get for guys that didn't play the game. That's one like Stephen A. You know what I'm saying? Just because you played the game, I mean you know the game. Because a lot of the players they get on there and they say crazy stuff, bro. But yeah, it's the media is very, very strategic when it comes to talking about the Detroit Lions, man. I noticed that today. The only one that was standing on his totem pole and had his chest out and pumping his chest like he should be was Rich Eisen, man. He always holds the Lions down, bro. Always. Appreciate the super chat, coffee, man. I'm convinced Brad is trolling us, signing defensive tackles. Well, it's not. Like I said, I mentioned it before. I think it's a slight arrogance there. But, after a performance like you had from, Al Qadim Muhammad last night against the Ravens, that just made everything even worse. Like the we're good just got this bigger. It just got it expanded to this large now. The we're good is even bigger now because of that performance you just got from Muhammad, which I'm good for, because if he can continue to do it, which I truly do believe he can, because like I said, I mentioned before, every time he gets on the field, that's just what he is. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy that's gonna find a way to get in the backfield. If he keeps on that performance, I ain't got nothing to say to you. But when we play those teams with the the very top tier offensive lines, if we struggle to get pressure, you're gonna hear my mouth. you gonna hear my mouth, man. But I'm gonna keep it consistent. I'm letting Brad Holmes ride on this thing. That's pause. That was crazy. I'm letting Brad Holmes go forth with this strategy of his. And just keep it at that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep it at that. I ain't trying to go off. I ain't trying to be right about nothing. I hope Brad Holmes is right. I hope when we get into them big games that we got enough, of our pass rush to be able to deal with some of these top tier quarterbacks. The Ravens was one step. Their offensive line, like I said before, is better than the Bears, but it ain't elite. It's not an elite offensive line. And the Ravens, it's okay. They have an okay offensive line. It used to be terrible. Jackson used to have to run all the time because it used to be terrible. They've done enough to that offensive line to make it where it's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And to see us get the pressure that we did yesterday was impressive. but they're not elites though. They're not elite. So we're gonna get an opportunity later in the season to see maybe one or two elite offensive lines, one of them being the Eagles. So once we go up against the Eagles team, if we get pressure on the Eagles, if we can get on get on Jalen Hurts, man, then I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm ready for the playoffs at this point. This was game one of the two most important games of your schedule. The other one is the Eagles. If you go out and have this type of performance with the Eagles, Jalen Hurts, he is not Lamar Jackson. This is a matter of fact, we just faced 3 mobile quarterbacks, 3 of them. But Jalen Hurts is not Lamar Jackson, and Jalen Hurts will throw you a bone if you get pressure on him. Our biggest task is going to obviously be able to contain Saquon, which is doable. It is doable, but we have to contain Saquon, bro. Yeah, Kansas City, they doing exactly what I said, taking a step back. They just ain't the same team. This is why a lot of people have the Ravens. A lot of people have the Ravens going to the Super Bowl as far as the AFC. Me being one of those people. Kansas City they not the same, bro. And listen, the decline has to start at some point. You know what I'm saying? It has to start at some point. And I think that season is now. Not saying they're going to miss the playoffs. They're just not going to be in a Super Bowl this season. They're not. It's not happening this season. They are not the same team. I don't know if you guys have been watching those games. They're not the same team. They just beat up on a garbage team last game, but they're not the same team. And they only put up, what is it, 21 or something on that team, 22 points on that squad. So, again, you got the Bills. I want to say the Bills, but I don't trust the Bills. I really don't trust the Ravens, but I really don't trust the Bills, though. Something always happens with the Bills. I don't know what it is. Every time they get to that spot, I don't know what happens to the Bills. It's the same with the Ravens, to be honest. They're 2 peas in the pod to me. And the fact that they played that game the other day and it was that close score-wise is hilarious, bro. Because they're the same team to me. Even though the Ravens, to me, have a little bit better and a more consistent defense, they're the same team to me. When they get on the big stage, everything that just can't go right, it doesn't go right, bro. I don't know what it is with these two teams, bro. And it's like I was saying with the Ravens, with Zay Flowers, biggest moments of the game, dropping the damn ball. His receivers dropping the ball. Y'all see how frustrated he was just yesterday's game. Lamar Jackson was on that bench. Listen, if you can read lips, Lamar Jackson was on that bench cussing people out, bro. As he should. As he should. But he was on that bench cussing them out, bro. They're a sleeper team. They're a sleeper team. Yeah. They're a sleeper team. Yeah. But they just lost. Was it them? Yeah, I think it was them. They just lost their one of the was it starting running back with an Achilles tear. But they are definitely a sleeper team. They're a dark horse. Yeah. The Chargers are, yeah. But like I said, health plays a part too. Because even though the Eagles beat the Rams look really, really good too. The problem with the Rams is also health. They can't seem to stay healthy. Matthew Stafford, they've been through hell. This guy, everything in his body is half broken. You know what I'm saying? Then when you look at it, yeah, they got a little mini two-headed monster at running back. You know what I'm saying, with Kyron and Blake Coral. But then the receiving core, just like last game, Adams was able to show something. You got Puka Nacua over there. I mean, the Rams are the Rams. You know what I'm saying? So coming out of our division in the NFC, the Rams are a team that we got to keep an eye on. And then it's the Eagles, the Rams, it's us. Let me think long and hard about this, because in our conference, and I'm talking playoff talk, because Washington got found out. Washington they're not going to be one of the teams. I'm not sold on the Niners. I'm not. Minnesota is not going to sniff anything past a wild card. Tampa Bay is another team to me that just can't stay healthy. If they get some type of luck this season, fine. But I still don't think they're more talented than some of the teams that I just mentioned. Yeah, they beat us, early in the season, whatever. But if we meet them, it's no confidence for me to say that Tampa Bay can beat us. We are better than we've been over the last 2 years, probably. So I don't know, man. The Detroit Lions are mature now. We're mature now. We were good with young players. Like I said before, with the Ravens situation, when the Ravens beat the hell out of us, you got to look at how many players on our team was rookies and second-year players. Our stars were just getting here when they caught us. Yesterday, they got to meet the new grown men on our team. That's why the Ravens got punched in the mouth and kept getting punched in the mouth. We weren't that little wide-eyed young team that was successful that they ran into. We were the mature Lions now. We're the Mufasas now. It wasn't a bunch of Simbas out there. You know what I'm saying? So you got to see the real Lions. The real Lions. Same scenario for Tampa Bay. Younger Lions team. You wasn't facing the team that you're facing right now. You wasn't facing the Gibbs and the Montgomery combo that you're going to see this season. You wasn't facing the J-Mo that you're going to see this season. Even when you look on our defensive side of the ball, it's just not the same. We're not the same team. We're a better team now. We're more mature as a football team. So, like I said, this is why I don't like going, based off of previous matchups over the years. I don't like that. This is exactly why I don't like it, man. And it's one of the reasons why I pointed out this Ravens game like that, because a lot of people was basing that off of the performance we had 2 years ago with a bunch of kids. So I don't know, man. Not gonna lie, back away from the ledge. The Packers. You're right. Yeah, these are men, man. These are men out here. That preseason performance that the Packers had against us. Wait till we play them again. Wait till we play them again, bro. Man, we gonna beat the hell out the Packers. I would promise you that. They finna come to Ford Field and get stomped. I see another 50 burger coming. Play Washington. Oh, listen. So one of the other things that I mentioned in that previous video, right before the Ravens game, the Detroit Lions, they mark everything. And who was that? Somebody said it in a press conference yesterday. I think it was was it Jared Goff? One of the guys said it. One of the guys on the team said it yesterday. Man, we mark stuff down. It was Taylor Decker. We don't forget stuff. You know what I'm saying? We don't forget what the media do. We don't forget matchups. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Washington better stay far in the hell away from the Detroit Lions, bro, because that revenge game is going to be 49ers-esque, Dallas Cowboys-esque. You ain't going against a Lions team that's got 300 guys out on defense. You know what I'm saying? It's a different scenario this time, bro. You got away with the first time, and your little defense got away with a little, golf was golfing that game. But this time around, nah, bro. When they come out with that focus to prove a point, man, you in trouble, bro. You are in trouble. That is the difference with this team. This team, I can't remember the exact stat, but if you get to time, go and look it up. You're definitely gonna be surprised. We do not lose 2 games straight to teams often. Let me reach out right quick because we getting ready. I'm gonna have to switch over to Lions Roundtable. Let me call Dion right quick. But yeah, Give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. I'm gonna mute y'all right quick. Before you get off, say what's up to the chat.
Chat, what's up?
Can y'all hear him?
Man, hey, Victory Tuesday, King. This feels so good. You know what I mean? I'm sitting here. See, King, I could be very upset right now, but I'm not because we handled business.
We handled business.
It feels fantastic.
Yeah, feels great, man. Feels great. Go ahead and get your business taken care of, man. We'll get up on it Thursday.
All right, bro. I'll see you.
All right. So Dion is currently stuck on the side of the road. His tire damn near came off, he said. Wow. Wow, man. what a victory Tuesday for Dion, man. Now I hope you get everything together, man, with his car. If y'all don't know, Dion is in school. And when he's on his way home or whatever, it's traffic, it's all type of things. But right now his tire damn near came off. So we here. We're here. So I guess we'll be here for a minute. But yeah, like I said, Washington got found out. When you're looking at the NFC North, in our division, obviously the Packers is the only real true threat. It's gonna take some learning for the Vikings. The Bears definitely ain't it. So the Packers are probably the only competition in our own division. But in the NFC in general, as a conference, you got the Lions, you got the Rams, possibly Tampa Bay, obviously the Super Bowl champs and the Eagles. But those top four squads right there is what I would keep my eye on right there. As far as making that push to get to that NFC championship game and possibly to a Super Bowl. This is why at the same time, while the media did do a lot of talking about the Detroit Lions in a negative light, on the flip side of that, this is why this was put as a possible Super Bowl matchup with the Ravens and the Lions. When you look at the teams, I think a lot of teams after that Browns loss, I think a lot of people in the media are starting to realize, the Packers, I don't know if I want to go too deep with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we were hyped. First game against the Lions, you beat the Lions and, Parsons and everything else. Yeah. Yeah. After that loss to the Browns, when your offense couldn't go out there and give you nothing. And then, your defense, it allowed enough from the Browns, who shouldn't been scoring anything, to beat you in that fashion. Yeah, that's embarrassing. That's the most embarrassing loss of the season right there, probably. So, yeah, those four teams as far as the NFC. And then obviously you got the Ravens and the Bills over there in the AFC. They're always going to be at that top until one of those two quarterbacks fall from grace over there. So, yeah, that's pretty much it when you're looking down the line as far as the playoffs. As far as the regular season go, our season schedule looks a little bit lighter. And the reason why is because some of the certain circumstances that it took place. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know, man. I know. Yeah, man, but the NFL is the NFL, and YouTube, they had to pull me down. So it is what it is. Like I said, man, I just have to get you guys. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can put this link in here. Nah, it's not gonna let me do it while I'm live right now. I wanted to put the link in there so y'all can just click it and just go sign up for free to that Patreon, because like I said, that's my only possibility is to go there. I just came on here to try it, to see if I can, get away because I'm not monetizing it. I didn't expect them to come and cut the stream off. I was just expecting that message or that email saying, yeah, you can't monetize this video, which I know already. But yeah, they took the whole stream down. Thanks, YouTube. Fire who? Hey man, come on now. Man, they over there, actually, they exceed my expectations over there with the Jets. I ain't gonna lie to you. This was the second game for Aaron Glenn where he had a legit opportunity to win that game. But they just don't have the personnel yet. They don't have the personnel yet, man. So, that's unfortunate, man, because he's a hell of a coach and it's obviously showing. And then, like I said, they're down a quarterback. They're down in their starting quarterback, Fields, who was playing great, which nobody talked about that game. But he's down right now. So they had to run with Tyrod Taylor, and he just wasn't getting the job done. So, the defense tried to find a way to win that game, but ended up falling short, man. They just couldn't stop the Bucs. So, it is what it is. They've been pretty impressive over there, unlike the Bears. Unlike the Bears, yeah, Glenn was gigging on that sideline, bro. He was gigging on that sideline, man. Let's go to Twitter. How about that? Since they want to take my stream down for everything else, let's go to Twitter right quick. And let's see. Which Twitter is it? Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. All right. Let's go to Twitter and mess around. All
right, man. Great win. We did exactly what we said we needed to do. Play complimentary freaking football, man. When we needed it most, every phase picked up the slack, man. That's how you win games against teams like that, man. And now you know what the barometer is like on the AFC. It's a great win. I got a couple of game balls here. You give out $1 million, but I'm going to give 2. All right, let's start on offense. 12 carries, 151 yards.
Monster.
It wouldn't be possible without y'all, man. Well, when we winning, bro.
So, yeah. All right, this thing says 41 total tackles. It can't be right. Okay, 2.5 sacks, 2 quarterback hits, and 2 TFLs. Mr. Muhammad.
You know what? I want to thank every player, every coach, everybody that's in this organization, because about a year ago, I was home. I was on the couch. So when you get an opportunity, you make sure you take advantage of it. Yeah. I want to also thank the guys in my room for helping me out this week. Without them, I wouldn't have been able to do what I did.
Win, guys. Love you guys, man. We'll get ready to Cleveland. Break it out.
Hey, great win. What else do you want to say?
All right, man.
Man, hell of a performance, man. Muhammad deserved every bit of that game ball. Showed us behind yesterday, man. What do you mean the Bears beat the Cowboys? Obviously, that means. Oh my God! I think if I'm not mistaken, I think they get the worst ranked defense in the league. I think the Cowboys got the worst ranked defense in the league, if I'm not mistaken. I just looked at this yesterday and I can't even remember. But even if they ain't ranked the very bottom, they are horrible. My God, man. Everybody's like, the Bears, look at them, man. They scoring on the Cowboys. Anybody can score on the Cowboys. If you put the Michigan Wolverines out there against the Cowboys, they're going to score points, bro. Everybody can score on the Cowboys. They terrible. They are terrible. Yeah, man. Just not a, yeah. I feel bad for them, the guys that got to actually play over there. That's got to suck. That's really got to suck. Let's go into Twitterverse, man, and see what's popping. Let's see what's popping. If anybody got anything good on Twitter, this was wild. This man got cut. Gardner Johnson got cut from the Houston Texans, man. A lot of people didn't expect that, but yeah, he got cut. So I know it's a mixed bag of feelings about CJGJ when it comes here. He had all of y'all going out buying ski masks and everything else, doing all that talking and chit chatting and all everything. He wasn't a bum for us. It's just, like I said, I mean, it is what it is. Let's see what Herm got to say.
Everything going on with it. That's what knocked.
Shout out to Lions Nation Unite, man. If y'all not following Herman more on social media, please do, because he gives so many gems, bro. He drops a lot of gems on his videos, on his social media, bro. All the time. All the time. And I don't think enough people are following him.
He got a little sassy, got the shake and everything going on with it. That's what knocked over all them other pins, because the ball only hit one person, hit 91. His shake was so powerful, he knocked the dude running in the very, very back. Look at your top right. Whoever the late pin is trying to come in the back, you lucky we had the wide angle by the fan. Otherwise, we wouldn't even known you was part of the whole thing. And we got the little shoulder shimmy like they did in the color purple, and Sealy finally got away from Mister. Look at it. Number 4 just giving a shoulder shake. He's doing a little shimmy. He's doing a little shimmy on that thing. Look at that. Not only did he hit the pins in front, he hit the pins running in. He hit the pin in the top right corner. Like it was epic. That's how we bowl. We hit bowling pins that's in a whole nother bowling alley, coming off the back of the field right there. We got bowling pins running in from the side. We got one that forgot he was even supposed to be picked up and be a part of the floor. Knocked him down too with the shake. Just
that's
the
crazy.
Shoulder shake and everything.
Way back
in 91, you going out there and keep being sassy. He going out there with that shake. Y'all got to remix that shake right there, put some music to it, and put it on my feed. Let's do it. A little saucy.
Hey, you know what? Number 2 back there, the one that fell way in the back, that's Thomas, man. I don't know if y'all was paying attention, but on special teams, he a dog. He a dog, bro. I kept seeing him on special teams popping out, bro. He's a dog. He's a dog. And it was good to see Vaki yesterday too, make a play, but he's a dog. But yeah, if y'all don't know, Herm, that's my uncle. You know what I'm saying? Herm, Uncle Herm. Hilarious, bro. Hilarious. This is all the time. And it's even more funny when he gets around Lomas Brown, bro, because they argue like siblings. It is the funniest thing in the world. I literally just sit there and just watch. I've always had her second best. Yeah. Yeah. And we, like I said, eventually it's going to happen. But they need to go ahead and just let him go and get in the Hall of Fame, bro. Like I said, when you look at his numbers, when you look at Herm's numbers, and the fact that he had 7 to 8 different quarterbacks during his time, 7 to 8 different quarterbacks, and still put up those numbers. Yeah, eventually they're gonna let him get in that Hall of Fame, man. I just hope it happens soon. I just hope it ain't, too late. When I want to give him his flowers while he's here, but it's gonna happen, man. He's been up a couple of times, so usually after you up a couple of times, man, when you come back around, they go ahead and bring you in. So, like I said, shout out to Uncle Herm, man, and Lions Nation Unite. Shout out to Chrissy and all the crew over there from Easy and Spence over there doing their thing too. Everybody that's over there, that's the family over there. So, yeah, shout out to them, man. What is this? Yeah, I was waiting for somebody to point this out, man, because this is like this is the second game he was doing the shimmy, the Malik Beasley shimmy, which I hope he come back to the Pistons. Please come back to the Pistons. But doing the Malik Beasley shimmy is crazy. You think we pick up? No, absolutely not. I wouldn't be surprised, but no, I don't think we are. We're familiar with him. That's the only reason I said I wouldn't be surprised if Brad Holmes went in and got him before. Then like I said, but it's been a lot of drama attached to him lately, man, and his mouth and everything. And like I said, we try to keep a certain type of persona here with the Detroit Lions. If you ain't Star Spangled Awesome, we pretty much ain't getting on the team. So I don't think that's gonna happen. So yeah, but if it did for some reason, because like I said, you Terrion Arnold, my God. If it was to happen for some reason, wouldn't be surprised at all. Let me pull this down and go through some of the things that I had saved. But yeah, man, I thought this was funny, man. Jameer Gibbs and Dave Montgomery. When you think about it, bro, that's exactly who they like. D Wade and LeBron, bro. That's exactly. That is the chemistry and the impact that they have, bro. That's what they are. And what Reynolds is like Chris Bosh, the guy in the background. That's that was funny to me earlier when I ran across that. Yeah, Hank Fraley just don't get enough credit for how fast with those new additions, how fast that O line is just. I mean, bro, definitely got to give him that appreciation. Definitely got to give him that because after that first game of the season, man, they look amazing. That it's almost mythical the difference in our offensive line from that first game. It's almost mythic. Shout out to my man right here. Like I said, we brung him in and he had us ready. He had us ready. If y'all don't know, Malik Cunningham was from the Ravens, and that game plan spewed intel. It spewed intel on how to defend the Ravens and what they like to do. Because Shep, especially in that second half, could not miss. He could not miss in the second half to me. So, yeah. Thanks for the intel, my guy. Thanks for the intel. This man is so unserious, bro. The only times the Detroit Lions have produced at least 11 sacks through the first 3 games of the season were in 2010, 1997, and 1983. That is from Detroit Lions PR official page. Shout out to Shep doing this thing, man, making us proud, making Aaron Glenn smile and ear to ear. Got to give credit to Dan Campbell, man, because he saw it when Shep was a player that he was going to be a hell of a coach one day. So shout out to Shep, man, and the job he was doing. This was some of the cards that I made out earlier with DJ Reed and his performance. Yeah, trying to come back on our side. No, stay on that side, Kyle. You know what I'm saying? Because you was running around. You was a Bears fan in week 1. Stay on that side. This is my fantasy league. Absolutely destroyed my opponent. Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of Lions on that roster, ain't it? It's a lot of Lions on that roster. It is what it is, man. We got when you got one of the top teams in the league, man, it's kind of hard to pass on some of the players on your squad. I'm just saying, bro. He said he ain't been getting sleep. You got the Browns next, and like I said, it's not his task is not hard. So he probably is getting some sleep now. It's Morton, man. You got a nightmare in front of you with that defense. He probably one that ain't get some sleep right now. I can guarantee you that. Now, do y'all see this? The conspiracy lives on, bro. The conspiracy lives on. This is the same person, bro. And the fact that Lamar's last name is Jackson is even crazier. Samuel L. Jackson, Lamar Jackson. Bro, we got to go down the rabbit hole for a minute. We got to go down the rabbit hole for a minute, bro. I already been down this with Pistons fans when it comes to, Michael Jordan, Anthony Edwards. But this is crazy. The same last name is crazy. And just look at the noses, bro. Look at the nose, the eyes, the eyebrows. Do y'all see that? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. That is not some illegitimate child that you'd have made, Samuel L. Jackson. Or y'all related in some way and you don't even know it. Y'all probably don't even know you're related. But this is in the middle. This is crazy. The top one, yeah. But the middle, I mean, even the sideburns. The chops. Everybody knows Samuel L. Jackson wears chops. This man has chops. They got to be related. You from the same tribe or something. Something. If this ain't no conspiracy son of yours, it's something there, bro. I said the same thing about Michael Jordan and Anthony Edwards, especially after the story with Anthony Edwards, and the one with Jimmy Butler is even crazier. The one with Jimmy Butler is even crazier, man, and Michael Jordan. But yeah, let's climb out the rabbit hole. I want to go deep into the rabbit hole with King's conspiracies. But yeah, man, like I said before, Amon-Ra just don't get enough appreciation. He just don't. He just don't, man. He don't. That's just, I mean, just crazy to me. This was hilarious. We gotta
What'd you
watch
make of the?
because if y'all keep up with David Montgomery is the most unserious dude on earth, bro. He's serious, but he's not serious.
What'd you make of the? What'd you make of the performance of your teammate David Montgomery?
That was, he brought a lot of joy when I was sitting on the bench.
Look at this dude, bro.
David, he deserves it all. He worked his ass off.
Play too much, man.
Really, no one deserves it more than David with what he did today. I wish he would have cribbed that long run. But
He got with it, man, on that run. That run should have been to the crib. David Montgomery, he got tired, bro. He got tired. He tried to run to the left. Nah, bro. He got tired. He blew a flat tire at the end. You know what, bro? I don't know. The countryness kind of throw a wrench in it. I don't know, man. He probably do say MF a lot, just like Samuel Jackson. I done got y'all going, man, with this thing. Yeah. Yeah, but David Montgomery is the most unserious dude ever, man. If y'all have not, if you haven't seen the podcast, the Pivot podcast with him and Jahmyr Gibbs, bro, these dudes are hilarious, man. Jahmyr Gibbs is the most nonchalant little dude I ever seen in my life, bro. Like he don't care if you don't like the answers or not. He tells you exactly what he thinks and how he feels. Montgomery, man, Demo is funny, bro, but he's serious at the same time. One of the things that he always keeps a chip on his shoulder. I love that. You know, don't let a little bit of success get to you. Keep that chip on your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not always not good enough. If you do that, man, you'll have a long and successful career if you keep that mindset. All the great ones have it, man. When you sitting here talking about Jordan, that's his mindset. That's Kobe's mindset. You know what I'm saying? I need to improve on something. I can always get better at something. I'm not comfortable. That is the success to be a champion. And hopefully this season is one where we can see somebody like Demo be a champion. You know what I'm saying? Because he got the right mindset and he got a great head on his shoulders. If you watch that podcast, great head on the shoulders, especially coming from some of the type of areas where guys like he and I both come from. So yeah, shout out to him, man. Some of these media outlets picking the Ravens. I said I'd just be on Twitter. Dan Campbell, man. Yeah, I'd made this yesterday with AI. I don't know. That was way before the game. I don't know. I just felt like we was gonna win this game, man. I just felt like y'all seen this on my previous video, clowning them boys. But yeah, that's pretty much it from yesterday. Oh God. Of course this picture pops up before let me get off of here. Yeah, anyway. Anti-ways. What's wild? What did P Mac say, man? Man, listen, bro. Just the way he talked for real. Like everything he say is for real. Yeah, you know, I ain't gonna really say that for real. That for real. I'm like, bro, okay, yeah. Yeah, he one of them dudes. Yeah, he ain't gonna get in trouble. He ain't gonna do nothing to get himself in trouble, but the culture is definitely in him. You're right, Petey Mac. Listen, it's up to the Lions, Ian. It's up to the Lions. 2 factors: health, and the performances that we give in the what the hell? Where's I forgot about that new feature. I did this. Put 2 fingers up, and that's why you seen balloons go up. In the StreamYard, y'all gotta okay. All right. Let's see what this is. Y'all trying to make me look like I'm jolly on this camera. All right. All right. But yeah, that's up to the Lions, man. Then the playoffs come, we can't have no hiccups. Can't have no hiccups. Can't have them bad performances. Can't have no 5-pick games. We can't do that. We gotta take care of business. We gotta put our foot on people's neck and keep it 100. Like, we got 100 miles running. That's all on Jared Goff. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, man, if we don't throw those picks that game, we probably still beat Washington with our defense like that. We turned that ball over too many times. Too many times. And then, like I said, the 49ers called us when we had a bunch of youth on our team. Gibbs, unfortunate fumble. I don't even want to talk about the drop passes. But yeah, we were right there too for that game to go to the Super Bowl. And probably would have beat the Kansas City Chiefs because we just had our roster was just better fit to go against them. So yeah. But unfortunately, man, gotta bring this stream to the end. We done went through everything. We done talked about everything. So I'm out of gas, man. This sitting in this chair is killing me right now. I gotta go and take some pain meds right now and get myself ready for tomorrow because I got a video to drop for y'all tomorrow as we get ready for the Browns. I got to go up here and get into these all 22s and watch some of this film and see what type of stunts they like to run with the Browns. Start getting prepped for the Browns, man, so I can give it to you guys early enough this week and get prepared. So with that said, I appreciate y'all coming into the stream, the first one and the second one. I know the first one was fun. I apologize, but YouTube and the NFL, man, that's just how they are. But in the meantime, I like I said, let's enjoy the rest of this week. It's still victory week. We're gonna push this thing till the wheels fall off. And when we meet the Browns better be ready. That said, I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow. Peace.